What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures? Welcome to a brand new week, a brand new episode, fresh out the oven, honey. We are freshly baked here at the Losing It podcast. There is nothing stale and nasty around here. We do not recycle our goods. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I am always thrilled and delighted to be with you for another brand new ep. Now, as always, we try and keep things short, sharp, and shiny around here so that you can get on with the life of being fucking fabulous. So I'm going to dive straight on in today. And this topic that we're talking about today is reinventing yourself for weight loss, because, babe, you are fucking not ever going to lose weight unless and until you reinvent yourself. This podcast today was inspired by some messages that I actually sent a message to one of my private clients, and I talked about reinventing yourself, and you've got to pick an avatar and all these types of things. I always give you different ways to look at the same topic. Losing weight and stopping emotional eating and stopping binge eating and all of that is really like looking at a Rubik's Cube. And honey, if any of you don't know what a Rubik's Cube is, I am embarrassed for you. Like, really, it's iconic and you just need to YouTube it. But it's like looking at a Rubik's Cube, because there is so many different facets and ways that we can turn this over, and you will see something entirely new and different. So I give you different ways to look at it, because I know fucking one of them at least is going to resonate eventually, and you get that aha moment that you need to be able to go, oh my God, what have I been doing all this time? I see it now. I understand it now. I know why I was sabotaging now. And then you are finally empowered to move forward. So today's topic is very much revolving around uncomplicating the shit that we all find so stressful, which is weight loss, because they've made it so fucking hard for us. They tell you have to heal your relationship with food. Babe, I've used the term a lot, heal your relationship with food. And I've recently decided to completely fucking scrub that out of my vernacular. That will never, hopefully, fingers crossed, you will never hear that from me again. Not if I'm consciously realizing it. Because, babe, your food is not an ex. It doesn't have feelings. You didn't fucking offend it. It doesn't need closure. You don't have to heal your relationship with food. What you need to do is get the fuck on with being fabulous and forget about all the niggly bullshit that the diet industry is trying to confuse you with, so that you will lose focus on the one thing that actually matters. Now, before I tell you what that is, I'm going to just remind you of my eating codes. The reason is because I have 5 of them. They're the 5 specific steps that I use to lose 20 kilos. Stop emotional eating. 30 years of binge eating, emotional eating, binging and purging. And then I was anorexic as well. Like, the whole thing, right? There's nothing you can tell me that I haven't done 5 times over, and I've done it way worse than you. So you can't shock me. I've already been there. And I know that these 5 steps that I took, that I share in my free course, if you haven't got it yet, kyliepax.com/free course, just head on over there, hit the link in the show notes, hit the link in the show notes, hit the link, whatever is quickest and, tickles your fancy. Because, darling, the 5 eating codes are where it's fucking at. So the first eating code, just let's run through them. The first eating code, these are like the walls of a house. So the first 4 eating codes, the way I described it to my friend was like they're like the walls of a house. There's no more than 4 walls. The 4 walls of a house. It's like the first eating code is to, I confused myself. The first eating code is to eat when you're hungry and don't eat when you're not. It's really easy. Like, any diet will tell you now, okay, so you're hungry, go ahead and eat. But they don't say to you, and if you're not hungry, don't fucking eat. Back away from the food. You are not hungry. Your body doesn't need fuel. Don't eat. So that's the first eating code. Eat when you're hungry, don't eat when you're not. And whilst it sounds really simplistic, what will happen is the minute you say no to food when you're not actually hungry, because if you're not hungry, it's an emotional reason that you're wanting to eat. And whatever emotion was behind that drive to go towards food is still going to be there, and it's going to kick up a stink. You want to see it. You want to know what it is so that you can shut that shit down and just start, as I talked about previously in previous episodes, I said, just parent yourself, honey. There is like a whiny little ratty 5-year-old that lives in your brain. And every time you say no to yourself, it kicks up a stink. Now, if you had an actual toddler that was doing that, you wouldn't let it get away with, what do they say? Blue murder? What do they say? You wouldn't let it get away with anything. You would let it get away with shit that wasn't good for it because you understand the benefits in parenting that child. Even if it seems really distasteful to the child at the time, you know it's for their good. So why the fuck do we not understand that we still need to parent ourselves as adults? We still have this ratty child in our head that's like, I want this now. Give me all the chocolate. And you go, okay. Oh, fucking K. As if there isn't a part of you that goes, well, hang on a minute. This probably isn't good for me. Yeah, no shit. It's not good for you, but nobody told us we need to parent ourselves. So eating code number 1, eat when you're hungry, don't eat when you're not. Eating code number 2 is to follow your plan and not your mood. And what I mean by that is every day we make a really simple, basic plan, whether you do it in your head, whether you use the actual Bombshell Blueprint planner and journal set that I've got inside of the Bombshell Blueprint course. Again, if you're not one of our members, honey, hit the link in the show notes or head over kyliepax.com/blueprint. It's where the best shit is. So we have actual proper published blueprint planners and journals in there. And we use those for our daily schedule. And that is what you need to be able to win. But you can do it. You can do the basic version. Just get the free course. You can do the basic version. You will still get amazing results. So do that. And that is the eating code number 2. Follow your plan and not your mood. You stick to the plan. Once you've made it, you stick to it. The third eating code is, of course, stop eating at 80% full. That's the magic weight loss code. And the fourth eating code is to not let your feelings vote. Your feelings don't get to vote. That's your emotional eating code. When you are late at night and you know it's time to go to bed, but you just think I'm going to stay up and watch some more Netflix and have snackies. But you're not hungry, darling. That is not the time for you to be snacking. You're not hungry. So eating code number 4 really wipes out the emotional eating. And they are like the walls. I keep wanting to say the first 4 walls of a house. They're like the walls of a house. But the house needs a roof on top. Babe, you need a roof on top. You can stand in the most beautiful house in the world, but if it's got no roof on top, you will get pummeled by the weather. Let's move that over to the food category. You can stand inside of your eating codes, but if you don't have the 5th eating code, which is to act like the person you want to become, if you don't have that 5th eating code, which is like the roof on top of your house, then you can be in the most amazing fancy house, but you will get pummeled by the negative thoughts, the bad decisions, the shit choices, the emotional eating, the binge eating, the overeating, the negative thinking. All of that can still come in because you don't have a damn roof on your house. Eating code number 5 is to act like the person you want to become. Now, sometimes that particular eating code can seem a little bit ambiguous. Like, what does that actually mean? I mean, I know I want to stop binge eating, so am I just supposed to stop doing that? Well, no, I want you to expand your thoughts around that. What does it actually mean to act like the person you want to become? This is the latest way that I'm thinking about it, and I fucking love it. It's working so well for me. Currently, I'm deep in Sex and the City mode. I am loving Carrie Bradshaw. She's my idol. I love her. I've just finished binging the entire series again, and I'm about to start both movies because I just don't want the glory to end. But Carrie is currently my icon she's my avatar. So what you get to do every day is dress up your own avatar. Do you have somebody? It can be somebody external if you have someone like the imaginary Carrie Bradshaw. It can be somebody like that, or you might have a particular influencer or somebody that you think in your mind, oh, this person, I would just love to be like that. I feel like they would be amazing. We don't actually know, but we feel like they would be amazing, and let that work for you. So I'm currently using Carrie as my avatar, and every day I get to dress up and be like her. Do I want to wear some ratty fucking tracksuit and thongs to the local supermarket because I can't be fucking looking good and decent? Well, it's just a supermarket. It's just around the corner. Who am I going to see? Girl, you always see somebody from high school or your ex-boyfriend. Every time that you step outside of your front door and you haven't made an effort, you're going to see the hot workman on the street. You know how it works. So I have decided, no, Carrie wouldn't do that. She would look fucking iconic. And so I step out in the heels and the cute dress and I throw on some lip gloss and brush my hair. And it's like, yeah, I feel fucking amazing. Now when I'm at the shops, am I perusing the chocolate aisle and coming home with ice cream and shit that I didn't even plan for? No, I'm not. I'm making badass choices. I'm coming home with a fresh salad and some kale chips and whatever the fuck. But it's fabulous and I feel really good. When I roll up to the checkout, that girl's looking at me. The girls comment when I roll up to the checkout. Oh, I love your choices today. You look great. I'm like, thanks, honey. I know. No, that's not actually what I say. But inside, I'm like, yeah, I do fucking look good because I made an effort. And I feel good about it. So now that I feel good, I'm making better choices throughout the day. And you get to dress up and choose the way you want to look, the way you want to feel, the way you want to react to things, and the thoughts that you want to think. We've spoken about this. It might have been in one of the last 2 episodes about the shopping mall in your mind. So this is eating code number 5. Your mind is a shopping mall, and you get to choose every day what stores you go into and which ones you walk right on by. I am going into the Badass and Bougie store every day, and I am choosing thoughts from that store. Thoughts that are like, yeah, I am fucking amazing. I can do anything I set my mind to. All I have to do is follow through on my word, and everything that in the universe that I could desire is mine. I easily make food choices that make me feel good and nourish me, body, mind, and soul. I feel really great when I make healthy food choices. I'm choosing thoughts like that. I am walking right on by the trash hole of shit ass thoughts. The cheap $2 stores where they have thoughts on sale. Of course they're on fucking sale. They're giving shit away for free in there because it's like, I think I'm useless store. It's the thoughts like, people always told me I'd never do anything great, and I knew that was true. People said I would always be big bone like my mother, and now and that's why I'm fat. That's what they're going to give you in those stores, and I'm walking right on by that trash hole. I don't even want to go in there, but you get to choose every day because all of those stores are open 24/7. 24/7, they never close, and the sales assistants don't get tired. They will happily serve you any time of the day or night. So if you want to go into the Badass and Bougie store, they will love to see you come in there, and they will serve up some fabulous thoughts and you'll leave feeling amazing. But if you want to go into the trash hole, you can equally go in there, and the sales assistants will be just as fucking happy to see you, but you're going to leave feeling and looking like a piece of trash. So don't do it. So eating code number 5 is really the epitome of everything we want to follow. You want to stop emotional eating? You got to reinvent yourself. You want to stop binge eating? It's time to reinvent yourself. You want to stop purging? You want to stop the whole thing and just live a life that you would feel so excited about watching if it was on TV? It's time to reinvent yourself. So this is what I'm going to leave you with today. If your life was a movie, would you watch it? How it is right now, would you be fucking excited? Would you be throwing your money at what do they fucking call it? At the box office. Would you be throwing your money at the box office to watch the movie of your life? Or would you be like, that looks boring as fuck. Oh my God, that looks sad and pathetic. I don't want to waste $12 on that. If it then came out streaming, would your movie be so great that you would be like, oh, can't wait till it comes out streaming. I can't wait till it comes out on Netflix because I can't wait to see it again. I'm going to watch it 5 more times. Or would you be like, that was the most depressing piece of shit? And you would be negatively telling people, don't waste your money. Don't go. Don't stream that. You're going to leave feeling bad. Bad. I know that if I looked at my movie, it would be mildly inspirational, kind of pretty entertaining, but it could be a hell of a lot better. And it's going to be better because I am reinventing myself, and I want you to do the same. So if you know it's your time for reinvention and you know that there's so much more available within you, if you could just get yourself to follow through and be consistent with the changes that you want to make, come ahead and join us inside of the Bombshell Blueprint. That is where we're doing this exact thing day in, day out. We are losing weight. We're stopping binge eating. We're stopping emotional eating. It's fucking fabulous in there. So honey, hit the link in the show notes. Come on over. Find me on Instagram at Kylie_Pax, or just head on over to kyliepax.com/blueprint. I can't believe I can remember all these little links and things, but it's because I am reinventing myself to be iconic. And I will see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now.
There was only one woman for the job.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com and join me inside of the Bombshell Blueprint so you can stop emotional eating and start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources inside my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without losing your sanity. I will see you next week.